Hi everyone, it's Shannon and welcome to today's video. So today's video, very excited because I have all 4 of the brand new Sigma Beauty cream blushes and we're gonna try them out. So they launched these, I guess probably sometime in April. I don't remember. I did not get these in PR. I did purchase these on my own. And initially I wasn't going to purchase them. However, they had their 14-year anniversary sale. So everything was like 40% off. So I decided to go ahead and purchase them because I love cream blushes. I love cream products and especially cream blushes. That's kind of what I'm into right now. So, and since there was 4, I felt like I could purchase all 4 and make a video. So that's what I'm doing today. So we're gonna review and I'm gonna try them out. I haven't even swatched them. They look beautiful, but yeah, anxious to try them out today. Okay, so a little bit about the cream blushes. Like I said, they came out sometime in, I think in April, and they run $30 a piece. And they, like I said, they have 4 shades. So probably the one that I'm most excited about is Cor-de-Rosa. Cor-de-Rosa, I have the matching blush in the powder. It comes in actually both of their blush palettes, the Cor-de-Rosa shade. It's such a beautiful blush shade. It's in both of the palettes. So I have that blush and it just looks like a gorgeous, very neutral, very gorgeous color. But then the other 3 are really beautiful as well. And I think they're pretty versatile. So a little bit about the blushes. They are $30. I did get them at 40% off. So they were $18, which I thought was fantastic. We'll see if they're worth $30, but knowing that Sigma does have sales, I would try and wait for a sale, at least a 30% off sale. They usually have a lot of good sales. So unless you like really, really want them, and if you probably really, really wanted them, you probably bought them already during the sale. But, you know, I would probably always wait for a Sigma sale. I am not an affiliate with them. I don't have an affiliate code, so I don't have anything, but I do like their products a lot. So the description on the website states, give your cheeks a radiant, dewy flush of color with these silky smooth cream blushes, formulated with nutrient-rich ingredients. The long-wearing, lightweight texture instantly blends into your skin for a natural-looking finish. And like I said, they come in 4 shades. Okay, so the first shade we're going to discuss is Coral Dawn, and Coral Dawn is described as a fresh melon sheen. And then next up is Pashmina, and Pashmina is a salmon rose sheen. Next up is Nearly Wild, and this is a pomegranate pink sheen. And then finally, this is the Cordurosa, and this is an earthy rose sheen. So this is, I think, the one that's the most neutral. The darkest one is going to be the Nearly Wild. So let's go ahead and swatch them on my hands, and then I'm going to try one on each cheek. Okay, so we're gonna start with the first one, which is Coral Dawn. So I have not even touched these. So this is, ooh, these are really creamy. These are really nice. They're very, they're almost balmy. Is this very different texture. So it's if you have the LYS, it's a very, very different texture than the LYS. But this is, ooh, that's really pretty. That is Coral Dawn. And then next up, we're gonna go with Pashmina. And here we go. So here's Pashmina. These look pretty similar in the pan, but this one's definitely more coral. It's Coral Dawn. And then Pashmina definitely has more pink. And then next up is Nearly Wild. This is definitely the darkest one. This is like the, I think it's described as the pomegranate pink sheen. So again, really pretty. And then finally, we're gonna go in with the Cordurosa. And this is the one I am most excited about. Probably gonna be my favorite. And yeah, I mean, it's just a very neutral, but I think they're all pretty and they're all different enough where you're gonna get, you know, I don't feel like I'm duplicating any of the shades by having all 4. Okay, so this really wasn't in my plan, but because the texture is so different than the other cream blushes that I own, I wanted to kind of give a comparison. So let's kind of just look at Nearly Wild. So you can kind of see, and it's kind of hard to show on camera, but this is very, very moist. It's very, like, it's almost like a balm. So it's very, very creamy. Here's the shade. And it seems like it's going to be very buildable, but it's also very creamy. Now let's take a look at the LYS, which I love, but the LYS is thicker. It is more like a putty compared to the balmy texture of the Sigma blushes. Again, really good, but this one you're gonna get a lot more pigment. So you can kind of see here. So it's a little bit probably more difficult to work with if you get too much product, right? You know, you'll still be able to blend it out, but I think these are probably more forgiving, but also buildable. So very different. I like both, you know, probably use them for different reasons. Now the Item Beauty, which I think might have been discontinued. I'm not sure if Item Beauty, I know they left Sephora, but I don't know if they're going out of business. These are also really great cream blushes. So here it is. It's verified. These are almost like a cream to powder. So they're even thicker than the LYS, but they have like a cream texture, but then they almost feel like a powder. So it's a different, so it goes on like a cream, but then it kind of feels like a powder. It's like a very, very dry as compared to the Sigma. So three very, very different formulas, even though they're all cream, they're very different formulas. So I'm curious as to how these are going to apply. Okay, so I screwed up. I thought I was filming and I wasn't, but so I started to apply it. But I am going to apply the first couple. I'm going to try different type of methods. So I'm going to try first with the brush. This is the Sigma F47. I'm going to try with a sponge too, which is usually how I prefer it. So I'm started to apply Coral Dawn. I'm going to finish it up right now, but Coral Dawn, and this applies really nice with the brush. So this is a multitasker brush from Sigma, and just going to apply it. You can already see it's already on there, but it applies really nice with the brush, and I feel like it goes on really nice because it is so creamy. It goes on really, really nicely, and I think if you needed to, but I mean, I applied probably a little more than I needed to just because I'm applying it twice, but really, really nice, goes on really nice. So probably brushing is usually not my preferred way of putting on cream products, but I do really like it with this product. Okay, so now we're going to try the other side. We're going to use the Pashmina, and I am going to try it with a sponge. We'll see how that works. So I usually just take the sponge here and put it on. And again, I think you could even probably use this. It's so creamy. I think you could probably even go in with your fingers and it would go on really nice. So here it is with a little bit of a damp sponge. And honestly, I prefer it with the brush. I think I prefer it with the brush for this one. The brush was really easier. So I think, yeah, I definitely prefer it with the brush. So, well, let's finish up with the brush here. So I cleaned the brush off. And here is Pashmina. Now Pashmina is a little bit more pink than the Coral Dawn, but and I really like it too. Okay, so a side-by-side comparison. This is going to be the Coral Dawn, so a little bit more of a coral blush, and then this one is Pashmina, which is definitely more pink. And hard for me to say which one I like just because I'm looking at it in a really tiny camera. I usually will see how it looks on camera, and that's kind of how I'll be like, what I can see right now and what will I see when I actually watch the video and edit it will be two different things. So, but here you have it. That's the side-by-side comparison of the first two. Okay, so I took the other two blushes off and reapplied my foundation, and now we're gonna go in, and we're gonna go in with Nearly Wild. So this is like the pomegranate pink sheen, and I will say the sheen description is very accurate because it does leave a sheen, which it does. It just leaves like a very dewy finish, which I like. It's really pretty. So here is, ooh, this one I forgot is a little bit, this is definitely the deepest one. So, ooh, I probably put a little too much on this one, but we can see how good it blends out. There we go. Ooh, probably put a little too much on this one. So let's see, now we get to see how well it blends out because I put way too much. But let's see. Okay, well, probably gonna need to, I'm probably gonna have to do this as an underpaint because I put way too much on. Okay, so I just went over with some foundation to kind of do like an underpainting to kind of tone it down a little bit, which I think is gorgeous. Like, I think this is kind of how I do when I want my blush to last, is I'll do underpainting and kind of layer. So that's really actually really nice. I do want to get the full color though, so I'm going to go in with the damp sponge this time because I think that adds a little bit less color. So we'll see, and I'll just be a little light-handed. So this is definitely the darkest color and has the most pigment. So I would definitely go light-handed, unlike what I did. So really pretty color though. And I think if I wanted my makeup to last and the blush to last all day, I would go in with this one and do the underpainting to get it that layering. But really, really pretty and gorgeous color and a lot of pigment. Okay, and last but not least, we're going to go in with Cor-de-Rosa, which is the shade I am most excited about. And let's see, go a little bit light-handed and build it up, but I think this shade is not going to be the same issue as the other one. This one seems to be the lightest or the most, I guess, natural shade, which is probably why I lean toward it. But really pretty. And yeah, I mean, this is just gorgeous. This is tight. This is more the blush that I like to wear. And I love the Cordurosa shade. I love the Cordurosa palette. So this is gorgeous. This is stunning. Absolutely love it. Okay, so a side-by-side comparison. This is going to be Nearly Wild, and then this is Cor-de-Rosa. So it's definitely the two extremes. This is the most pigmented, the darkest one of the selection of the line, and then this one is the most natural and probably the most neutral too. So definitely two different comparisons, two different looks, but I think they're both gorgeous. Absolutely love them. Okay, so I went ahead and evened out my blush and put powder. So I did put some translucent powder, and I thought it set it really nice without taking away the color or the sheen. So I really like it under translucent powder as well. I really like these. I really wasn't sure what to expect. I wasn't even sure if I was going to get them, and I really only got them because of the sale. But I'm really excited about them. They are different than the other cream blushes that I have because I have 5 of the LYS. I have 2 of the big ones, and then I have 3 of the small ones. I actually prefer the size of the small ones because these are kind of bulky, but you know, so I have 5 of those, and then I have 3 of the Item Beauty. But these are really nice. I love the packaging, really, really nice packaging. Compact enough. I really kind of wish they were a little thinner, but you do have the mirror inside, which is nice, but they're pretty good size. They're sturdy. They have the magnetic closure. The name is easy to read on the back, which is huge. I hate when it's hard to read what the name is. Very, very easy. So I really like them. Anxious to play around with them. Definitely my favorite is going to be Cor-de-Rosa. Cor-de-Rosa is definitely my favorite, but that's like one of my favorite blush shades anyway, so not a surprise there. Nearly Wild, if you are of a deeper skin tone, Nearly Wild is gorgeous and very pigmented, so this would definitely be the one for you. I think you can build up any of the other ones, but I think this is a gorgeous shade, especially for someone who is just of a deeper skin tone, so I think this is great. And then the other 2, you've got like a coral, so you've got like a coral one, and then you've got like a pink one. So if you wanted to get, you know, one of each, I think these are really good. You know, if you are like my skin tone, if I wasn't doing this video, I probably would have picked up all the 3 shades except for Nearly Wild. So you've got like a coral, a pink, and then you got like a neutral. So those would probably have been the 3, though I will get a lot of good use out of Nearly Wild, but I think they're gorgeous, really, really creamy. Again, different in texture than the other ones. You know, should you get them if you like cream blushes? I think they're great. Or if you're new to cream products and you're nervous about cream products, I think these are a good cream product to start with because I think they're very easy to use. They're buildable and you can kind of blend them. And like you saw me, I made a mistake and I just kind of went over it with foundation, and it, you know, I was able to kind of, you know, use it as underpainting and then layer it again, so which just makes it last longer as well. $30, I don't think they're, you know, not that they're not worth $30, because I do think that's $30 is a good price, but Sigma always has sales, and I would wait for a sale. Like these came out and these were included in the sale, and I got them for $18. $18 I think is a fantastic price. So Now, usually that 40% is usually not a sale that they normally have, but I think 30% off, which would make them 21. Again, 21, I would not hesitate. So if you can get them at 25 to 30% off, then that's when I think is when you should get them. And again, if you really wanted them, you probably already got them during the sale, but I do think they're worth it. I think they're great. Again, I do not have a promo code with Sigma Beauty. I'm not an affiliate with them. I do have affiliate links that I think I get a commission from them. I think they're part of Magic Links, but so it's going to be down below, but I don't have a promo code, but I think Samantha March does and Jen Phelps does. So you can use, I think it's Samantha March's code. So I've used that before, but I think they're great, but again, wait for a sale because then you'll get a better deal. So I always post the sales in my community tab as well. Whenever they have a big sale, I will post it in my community tab as well. So with that, if you like this video, click like, click and subscribe. That way you get a notification every time I post a new video. Bye everyone.